Mitali? Hey Mitali, wake up quickly. We have to spend tonight either in a guest house or a hotel. Our car is damaged. Without a mechanic, it won't get fixed anytime soon.
Like always, Mitali woke up fumbling.
Ayush, you can't get a single work done. How many times did I tell you to sell this rundown trash and get a second-hand car?
Yes, princess, we'll get it done. But before that, get your purse. Let's leave. We need to make plans for now, where we will stay the night.
They left the winding wooded path, then they arrived at the main highway. There, sounds in the pitch black night added to the eeriness. Both of them kept walking for half an hour, but they neither got any lift nor hotel.
Where exactly in this eerily silent place did your dumb friend Mohan buy a farmhouse?
Mitali hugged Ayush firmly because she was terrified of noises. At that time, Ayush smiled a bit, and soon a distant thunder was heard. As they continued traveling, they noticed an old mansion. There was no watchman at the mansion's gate. They both opened the gate and stood in front of the main door. There was an old rope dangling like a snake in the place of the doorbell. Ayush pulled it twice or thrice. However, there was no ring from within. Everything was eerily silent. Mitali then raised her hand to knock on the door. But before that, they suddenly heard an absurd sound coming from inside. They suddenly felt a little uneasy because they hadn't heard anything from within the mansion. Then they both opened the door and went inside.
Sir, we were driving few kilometers to visit my friend's farmhouse. But in the middle of the road, our car stopped working. And to ask for help, we don't have connectivity. Can we call from your phone, please, sir?
The man sitting on the swing did not show any emotion. He said,
Surely, do it. The phone is in the last room upstairs. Sir, my name is Ayush, and she's my wife, Mitali. My name is Dada Pandit. I am the owner of this mansion.
Ayush and Mitali were looking at the grandness of the mansion. Then their gaze fell on the biggest frame on the wall behind Dada Pandit, which was totally empty. And everywhere in the house were the portraits of the family members. In every portrait, one thing was common, that nobody in the portrait were smiling. Every portrait was emotionless. Then Ayush and Mitali went upstairs. Then, in the last room, they tried to call Mohan from the landline. Even after trying so many times, the phone was not connecting. Just then, Mitali's attention went on a photo frame that was hanging on the wall. There was no photo in it, only an empty frame. They found it a little odd. Then they both went down. Ayush said to Dada Pandit,
We are unable to call anyone from your landline. There are problems with the landline here. You may try again, or if you won't, you can stay the night here.
Mitali and Ayush once again tried calling, but to no avail. In the end, they decided to stay the night there. Lying on the bed, they both fell asleep. At night, exactly at 1:30, Ayush opened his eyes. And he once again tried calling his friend. But at that time, phone was totally dead. While keeping the phone down, Ayush's eyes fell on the wall. In the previous empty frame, now they saw their own picture. And then he went speechless. And below, it was written their date of death. He instantly woke Mitali up and made her look at the picture. Then they both made a run from there. They dashed down through the stairs. While running, they heard the sound of the footsteps of another person running behind them. Now both of them were very terrified. Somehow they had to go out of the door. As they reached the door and tried to open it, they were unable to open because someone had locked the door from inside. Now they both are trapped inside the haunted mansion. Ayush and Mitali were banging on the door and a shiver ran through their spine. And they were entrapped. They were shouting for help. At that time, light goes out in the mansion. Everywhere there was grave silence. With trembling hands, Mitali turns on her mobile flash. As soon as she turned on the flashlight, her eyes fell on the biggest photo frame, which they had seen empty while entering the mansion. In that empty photo frame, which was of Dada Pandit sitting on the swing, was giving an evil grin. And in the next moment, Dada Pandit started disappearing from the photo frame. And the swing below it started moving without air. Seeing that terrific sight, Mitali lost all her senses. And after that, Ayush went speechless. After some moments, when the phone was switched off, Ayush and Mitali started hearing weird voices in chorus, loudly, and they were quite scary. One by one, all the voices started coming closer. And suddenly, a painful scream was heard in the mansion. Both of their photos hung along with the other photos in the mansion. And Dada Pandit, he was sitting on the swing, having a cigar, and he started waiting for another guest in the mansion.
In the small village of Polpero, there was a huge water scarcity. People of that village used to order water tankers for water supply, and they used that water for day-to-day course. But the water scarcity was increasing day by day, and the village head's son, Sam, was really worried about this problem. To solve this problem, one day he thought,
if I want to do something for this village, then first I have to solve this water scarcity problem. But for this, I have to think something different, something new.
Days passed in this thought, and one day, sitting beside a dried river, while Sam and his friends Mike were talking to each other.
Hey Mike, buddy, I want to do something for this village. I want to solve this water scarcity problem. But I don't see any way to do it.
Sam, buddy, that's a wonderful thought. But what can we do for this? How will manage this huge amount of water? From where we will bring such huge amount of water? How will you arrange?
I am thinking about all this.
One day, while Sam was roaming around the river, he saw a giant watermelon. He was stunned to see the gigantic watermelon. He goes closer to it and starts beholding it from all directions. Seeing this giant watermelon, he got an idea.
If I use this watermelon properly, it will be very helpful for my village. And with the help of this watermelon, I can bring water in the village. That's a great idea.
Sam comes to the village and takes a big truck by the riverside to fetch the watermelon. And with the help of some villagers, he puts the giant watermelon in the truck and bring it to the village. After reaching home,
Son, what have you brought home? From where you have bought this giant watermelon? Father, this watermelon was lying beside the river. After seeing this, I thought it will help in solving the water problem of the village. That's why I brought it home. That's a wonderful thought, my son. I am very happy with your decision.
after seeing this, the village head wanted to help his son. So he says,
Son, if you need any help, just tell me without any hesitation. I'm here to help you always. Okay, father. If I need any sort of help, I'll let you know. Okay, son.
After saying this, the village head leaves, and Sam puts the watermelon in a corner. Sam cuts the upper section of the watermelon and takes out everything from inside. After this, he made a hole in the lower portion of the melon and fits a tap into it. Now, Sam puts the melon on the truck and takes it to another village and fills it with water, and after filling it, it brings back the truck to his village. After coming back, he placed the watermelon in the center of the village, and on loudspeaker, he announced at the village,
Attention, attention, attention. Listen, my beloved villagers. There was huge water scarcity in our village. But after today, there will be no water problem.
How is that even possible, brother?
I have made this gigantic watermelon truck for our village. And with the help of this, we don't have to face water scarcity anymore. And this monsoon season, we'll have to plant lot of trees and saplings. Yes, Sam. We'll plant lots of plants and saplings this monsoon season.
And after saying this, everyone agreed to Sam, and with the help of the giant watermelon truck, the villagers got water. After getting that, they became very happy.
Becoming happy, they thanked Sam a lot.
Seeing this, Sam's father was very happy. His eyes were filled with tears. Seeing his son's good work, he was really overwhelmed and felt very proud of him. After this, the villagers understood the importance of water, and keeping that in mind, the next monsoon, the villagers planted many more saplings in the village and took good care of them. And that's how, with the help of giant watermelon, Sam helped the villagers. What we learned from the story is we should always think good in our lives and live by them. Whoever seeks good finds good.